3 hours in which I get to play music by various and sundry composers. And right now, it's my great pleasure to have in the studio one of those composers, performers, Larissa Segeda, along with special guests BB Mann and Igor. So welcome very much to the Komodo Dragon program.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
And we're here, Larissa, because you're having a performance on Saturday. This is the day, Saturday the 12th, Saturday of this week, at the Gas Station Theater at 8 p.m. and it's called I-Migration's Psychedelic Story. Can you tell me something about that?
Yeah, this piece was born a year ago. Actually, not a year ago. It was born last November, and I was inspired by a great Canadian composer and pianist, percussionist, and vocalist, Diana McIntosh. And it happened actually exactly 1 year ago. I immigrated to Canada in 2003. Before, I lived in Russia and I released there 4 albums of my own music. And then when I immigrated to Canada, I had big plans, ideas to find like-minded musicians and continue my music career. And I had a few performances with Ron Paley, but I wasn't lucky for a long time to find people who feel the world in the same way like me.
So what is the way that you feel the world? What is your idea of music? What is music for? What does music do?
I believe in such simple things. I believe in love, in life, in light. And I think that everyone who comes to this world just needs to give the best what the nature gave him or her, and to make this world kinder and more beautiful. I was always against, and I have been always against aggression or all kind of violence, weapon wars. I always wanted to bring the message of peace, peacefulness and beauty and mindfulness, kindness. Yeah, it's.
So you put those ideas and those feelings into your music.
Yes, exactly.
So can you tell me, how did you compose I-Migrations?
Actually, this piece was composed very interestingly. I could walk the whole day. Then I come home, I sat at my piano. I have Kurzweil, the last version keyboard. So I sat, I concentrated, and I turned on the record button and I played. So all this 80 minutes album was recorded and composed at the same time, simultaneously.
So you didn't go back and redo anything? It was
No,
all in one take?
No, I didn't edit. So I composed probably 50 pieces, but then Igor gave me an idea. Now you have to listen to all 50 pieces every day, non-stop. So what I did when I was at home, I was doing something and I was listening on and on and on, and then naturally I started to feel which pieces of those 50 would fit the album, and I chose 24 first, but then I left just 22 because the album cannot be, CD cannot be longer than 80 minutes.
Of course, yeah. You're limited by that. So some of these pieces have a voice in them as well. Did you add that later, or did you sing?
No, I added later. Yes. Yeah, so my next step was, when I already chose those 22, I started to listen to them on and on, probably within a month, and the voice appeared and emerged in my head what exactly I would like to sing. And then when I created the tune, then I started to work on lyrics.
Okay. Well, I think now's the time that we should maybe listen to part of your CD. Maybe we'll listen to the first 8 tracks.
Okay.
And then when we come back, we'll talk about adding live instruments to the performance. So ladies and gentlemen, here is